Welcome back to Amateur. Today we're going extreme! This is Artisanal BrewWorks Warheads Extreme Sour Green Apple Ale! On today's episode of The Most Extreme, we have Artisanal BrewWorks Warheads Extreme Sour Green Apple Flavored Sour Ale. This is a malt beverage with natural flavor and certified color. Keep refrigerated and drink fresh.
What did you just say? Certified color? What does that mean?
Yeah. I just assume it's like a... I don't know what that means.
This better be bright green when it comes out.
Brewed and packaged by Artisanal BrewWorks in Saratoga Springs, New York. And under special agreement, I assume, to use the Warheads trademark. Yeah. No... Oh, wait. I think this is a Best By date of October 25th, 2026.
That looks
Probably
like a
not.
timestamp.
It might just be a... Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. That's not slashes. Those are dots. Well, no canning date, so I don't know how fresh this is. But, yeah, I have had these before. All of the flavors.
Mm-hmm.
There's like lemon, there's black cherry, there's blue raspberry, and watermelon. They also have seltzer versions. I'm glad that your boss got us this ale version.
Yes, he knows that I like sours. I'm sure he bought this as a single can because he is not going to drink this. Very nice. Had them before also. Not a huge fan, but maybe this one is going to be different. I don't think I've ever had the green apple one, though.
Good. And that'll be your first time trying the green apple version. Not a lot else to say about it. I mean, it's obviously banking on the fact people love Warheads.
Did you like Warheads?
I loved them. I feel like they used to be more sour, though.
When was the last time you had one?
Like a couple of years ago? 2-3 years ago. But I used to have them all the time when I was a kid. And I remember you used to be able to go into the drugstore and they would have the different flavors. Like, just like the whole packet was green apple, the whole packet was blue raspberry. And then they started coming out with like the multi, where you could get like any of them, but you could also still buy the singles if you wanted just one flavor. Now it's all just the rainbow. You can get any of the flavors in there.
I liked them. They would scare me, I feel like, because I'm just a little baby. I was too scared. I don't know.
And your head was going to explode.
My head was going to explode.
Well, that's enough talking about it. Let's get to drinking about it. Alright, let's crack open this can. And you wanted it to be bright green,
It better
right?
be bright green. Oh my god. That is disgusting.
Like Mountain Dew, or I guess a little greener than Mountain Dew. Surge, is that a thing?
Oh my god. I was literally just thinking about Surge because when
Cooler.
when the ice cream guy used to come around to our cul-de-sac, he would have Warheads, he would have Surge, he would have Jolt, he would have ice cream, obviously, but we would just get Surges, and oh my gosh, and Warheads.
If you mixed sour apple candy with toxic waste, that would be the smell.
Oh, that's different coming from you. You sound like Mary right now.
Well, because I was also thinking of those toxic waste candies that are sour. Are supposed to be sour. I don't think I've ever had one of those.
This smells like an armpit and those lollipops with the green apple and the caramel on them.
Yeah.
But like, there's some kind of funky smell to this.
It might be the beer behind the candy.
Maybe.
But you wanted green, you got green.
I wish I drank this out of the can. I don't want to see this color.
This is awesome. I will say this. It's a little more sour than I remember it being.
This is a little tart. I mean, it's not extreme sour. But I remember
Second sip, more sour.
when I finally had some disposable income and I didn't have responsibilities like rent, I bought a juicer and I decided to juice kale, and it tasted like garbage.
That's fair.
This
It
is what
tastes
it
like
tastes.
kale.
This tastes like some weird vegetal juice.
I get the green apple in there. I wish the green apple flavor was stronger with this level of sour, because this level of sour, second sip for me, was a lot more sour. And it tastes like malic acid, which is the white stuff on the outside of Warheads that makes it sour. It's a very, very, very sour acid. I remember having this before. I don't remember the green apple one being this sour, so I don't know if they've kicked it up a notch since the first release when I had it. But I actually like this more than the first time I had it.
It's getting less sour for me and more vegetable, like celery or kale or something.
Maybe the certified color is use like a chlorella or something in here to make it green.
This is your wheelhouse right now, because this is not even a real beer. This is just all artificial flavors, natural flavors.
Yeah. Like I said, I wish the flavor was more in your face.
Yeah.
The aftertaste is more apple, and the front side is a little bit of that sour. And the sour here, you can tell it's not the sour from a sour beer. I feel like they did put malic acid in here. Maybe some citric acid as well.
With every sip, I'm losing everything. I'm losing the sourness. I'm losing the green apple. I'm getting more vegetables.
This is not good.
This is so weird. Like, there's a little bit of a tart taste to it still, but it's not extreme. I don't know if I'm just saying that because I'm used to sour beer, but probably. I really do not think that this is sour at all.
I wouldn't classify it as extreme sour. It's different sour. This is more candy sour, like I said, that malic acid, as opposed to the sour you get from a fermented sour beer.
So weird.
How many decimal places am I going to ABV? I'm assuming 1, but this beer, it's just the sour, the flavor.
0.
It doesn't taste like alcohol at all.
No.
I mean, it's once again malt beverage here. I don't know. I'm gonna say this is a 6% beer.
5.
Okay, so yeah, the low ABV.
Yeah, this is so like
that low.
When I drank the other flavors, they tasted a little sourish, but I think I remember drinking a red one or a blue one, and it just with the alcohol and the whatever, I'm thinking probably raspberry or strawberry or whatever, watermelon. It gets medicinal for me. This one gets so vegetal from this is vegetables. So weird.
It's healthy.
I was trying to see if it's an actual ale or if it is a.
Well, it says sour ale on the front and then it says malt beverage on the side.
Okay.
But as we talked about in that one episode, they're all beers are technically malt beverages because they use malts.
Well, malt beverages were.
We did a whole episode on this already.
I don't want to talk about this again.
But it does say sour ale. So without looking up anything on the internet, I feel like it is an ale base. But then they went hog wild with all the artificial stuff, and the beer just gets completely lost, obviously.
I mean, any kind of alcohol taste that you might get is masked by the little teeny tiny sting of a little bit of a sour. And then for me, it gets overcome with celery.
That little sting of sour is enjoyable, but I think it's going to get a low rating from me just because I wish I got more of that sour apple flavor. Because if you're already going to be artificial flavoring it with certified color and all that extra sour, then you might as well just go all in on the flavor as well. I'm going to give this a 3.25.
You're being very generous. Listen. I said at the beginning of this episode that I was scared to eat Warheads when I was a kid, and if I see Warhead on a can, and it's a beer, and it's extreme sour, I want to shit my pants because it's so sour. This is nothing.
This confirmed.
This is like drinking a Coke and the carbonation sizzles your tongue a little bit. I think that they could have done a lot better with this, especially if they're saying it's extreme sour. I think I'm going to give it a 2.75 because very vegetable-y for some reason, and no sour, doesn't taste like a beer, barely any green apple. But I mean, it's still a beer. They tried. Yeah,
we're both lukewarm on it, but overall, I mean, it's not trash. I mean, we would both drink this if we got it for free again.
Yeah, and good on Artisanal BrewWorks. for slapping the Warheads guy on there because they're making bank because people are very nostalgic about these Warheads.
Now it makes me want to go back and try the other flavors because maybe they improve the sour on those too. But yeah, overall, I mean, this is a fun little gimmicky beer. Not one that we'd buy again ourselves. That's going to do it for today's beer review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any other fun type of gimmicky beers like this you want to see us try, let us know down in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. It all helps out. Click the bell icon. It'll ring and let you know when we upload our next video. Until next time, we're the Brewers, trying every beer around the world. One sip at a time. We're getting extreme!